Challenge. We're up to episode 10 now, and today we're doing a little bit of grass work. Now, as you can see, if I hop out the truck here, the grass is at its full growth height now. It is the same as this little edge piece here, so it's perfect. It's all lush and green and looking very nice indeed. So we are going to give it a mow, and hopefully we're going to get quite a lot off of this. Now our money settled down at 132 grand, as you can see up there in the corner. That was from all the straw and silage and whatnot that we got transported last time, and salads and stuff. Now this time we don't have too much to sell at the moment, and unfortunately our canola field is not actually ready to harvest yet. That's going to be yet another month before it's fully grown. So I'm tempted to start flipping the other two fields, but I'm not 100% certain on that yet, because we still want to get precision farming on here. But the problem is, if we load that now with that canola crop still growing, it will reset its harvest state, not harvest state, its fertilizing state back to zero. Basically because it introduces the nitrogen aspect of gameplay. It resets, even though it's like a two-stage fertilized field at the moment. For some reason, precision farming will just reset that to a flat zero, which is, well, not zero, but you know, like the minimum nitrogen level that it possibly can. That's what it will reset it to, and that's not cool, you know, because we've put in the work, we fertilised the field, so we might as well get something off of it. But the only downside is, if we don't put precision farming, or if we don't reseed, or if we do reseed, I should say, the other fields, get them flipped over and turned around, when we have precision farming, we may or may not have time to actually get them fertilised and everything. So I think basically what we're going to do is just wait till that canola field's sorted, and then hit it with precision farming at that point. But we'll get everything else ready if we can. We'll get the tools and stuff ready that we're going to use. I am thinking about getting a roller today, grass roller, or something from that grass section. Interestingly, we did get a mulcher pop-up, which on sale for, I want to say 11 grand. It's only a 5 metre one though, so I'm probably going to hold off on that, because I don't know that we actually need a mulcher specifically. It's one of those things, it's like part of the sort of prep and everything. We can mulch the previous stubble crop sort of thing, but I'm not sure that we'll really gain a lot from doing that. You know, yes, you gain, I think if you roll the field and mulch it, you gain a total of an extra 5%. So yeah, that's a possibility, but I mean, I'm not too terribly fussed about that. Not just for 5%, because, you know, 5% in the grand scheme of things isn't much, considering the extra work that you have to do for it. But, you know, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so we are looking at getting at least a grass roller, because I think that adds a fertilising state. I'm not 100% certain. We may do a tiny bit of testing before we go ahead. We may just go ahead, you know, just go for it, because, you know, how bad could it be? I mean, it could be quite bad, but, you know. Okay, let's see if we can get this circle around the tree fairly tight. There we go, perfect. Lovely job. Yeah, we missed a couple of little bits, but that's not a big deal. So yeah, we've got this grass field, and the other grass field should be the same stage as this, which is good. We did move some honey out of the way last night after we finished on the previous episode, just off camera. I didn't sell it, but what I did was I pulled it out because we were up to 4.5 pallets, I think. And come this morning, we actually had, I think we've got like 2 pallets over there now, 2 and a bit maybe. So it has started going along quite nicely now, so that was a good thing. And we've been checking on the eggs too. They are currently half full, because it being an animal pen you can actually see, so that's handy. But we are looking at getting one of the little Berkman trailers, the refrigerated unit things. That way we can store them, fill that up, and then once that hits maximum we can sell that, and that'll actually cover the one of the requirements of the challenge, in fact, because in all this sort of carrying on, we've been sort of keeping tabs on where we stand, but not specifically talking about that. So so as we stand at the moment, we've got 2 of our 3 fields harvested at one time. That one, now we have to harvest each of them 3 separate times, but obviously with things growing at different speeds, you don't always get kind of missed a bit. With things growing at different speeds, if you don't plant the same crop in everything, then you're going to have a slight disparity in when things are ready to harvest. But that's not too big of a deal. So we've still got a fair bit to do on the harvesting. The production side, we're working on bread as our main one. Now we've got, I want to say about 7,000 litres of flour now. We may well put something else in there to make some more flour. In fact, let's check the production for that and see where we are. The lettuces are doing nicely. We'll maybe have another batch of them to sell in the next month. Let's see, mixed salads, they're producing nicely. 7,000, or just under 8,000 litres of flour. That's fantastic. So what we will probably do is start the bread making in the not too distant future, because we will need to sell a flatbed's worth, which I think Walco had sort of established that's about 18 pallets worth. Given the oops, I forgot to lower the mower. I didn't even realise I'd raised it, but okay. I believe it's about 18 pallets, give or take. A reasonable trailer load. So that would be like 3 stacks of 6, or some other number of pallets that works out good. But our trailer should take a fair amount. Obviously we've got the pallet limit imposed on us by Giants with the latest patch, but since I'm on PC, I don't think I'm going to reach 100 pallets. I'm not even sure if I'm going to reach 50 pallets, to be honest, which is the console limit. The majority of it's going to be coming out of the greenhouse over there, because that is what is it? That's going to have, I think, probably about 15, 16 odd pallets out in front of it, I think, is if you set it to storing, of course. But that's kind of the thing with that one, is you can either distribute it or store it, but it's got quite the large storage footprint, so spawn point rather, I should say. So it's going to spawn quite a few pallets there, but that shouldn't be a problem. The other factory that we've got, or not factory, but the other production point, the Omatana production facility, that only does, I think it double stacks 4 pallets, so you'll have 8 sat out there, and some more, and with the eggs and everything, I'll probably end up with about 30, 40 odd pallets maybe spawned, but we'll see how that goes. So for now, we're going to carry on mowing this, and we're almost done with it, to be honest, but we'll mow the rest of this, then we'll switch over to windrowing it, I think. and we'll park the mower up by the next field as well, because we're basically just going to go hell-bent for leather on the old grass work today. We'll probably do a lot of it off camera, I'm thinking. We've got we've done that before as montages and stuff, so oops, didn't wait for it to lower down properly. There we go. But yeah, we've done some montages of grass work and stuff before, so we'll probably just do a few jump cuts here and there, just keep you updated on the progress as we go. But yes, so yeah, we may well jump ahead another day as well this episode, so we can get that canola harvested. We shall see on that. But yes, I'm going to carry on with this, and I'll see you back in a little bit. Alright, so we are now windrowing this lovely field. Decided that what we would do was just to go ahead and mow both fields. Since we had the mower out anyway, it seemed kind of silly just to sort of take it away and put it in a corner somewhere and then like do each field completely individually. So yeah, we came along and we mowed this one. And now we are just going through the process of windrowing, and hopefully this isn't going to take too long. There's our lovely new windrower there. Now, I'm not sure if I mentioned it last episode or not, but it does have one small hiccup in it. Now, in its disconnected state, if I actually drop it off here, you can see it, oh, ran around the wrong side. It looks like it's got a pin hitch on it, yeah, standard pin hitch. Now, the tanker, you can't actually see it because this front lifter thing is on there. The trailer does have a pin hitch on it, but this would not hook up directly to the pin hitch, nor would it hook up to the pin hitch on the back of the telehandler either. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but you can see when we connect to it now, it automatically pops out a drawbar for the 3-point link to hook to, which I was not expecting it to do. But nonetheless, it is what it is, and that is what we have for now. And it's working quite nicely, to be honest. You know, it's not doing anything weird and wonderful or out of the ordinary. So, not going to complain about that. Yeah, it is certainly doing its thing. But yeah, so hopefully we're going to get a pretty decent yield off of these grass fields, looking at them. Now the canola, obviously it's not ready to harvest yet. We will likely do that next in-game day, which we may well get onto this episode, because yeah, we've all seen grass work before. We've done a fair bit of it. When we actually created these fields even. You know, that was literally how we started this series off, was doing grass work. Yeah, mainly because we had to make the fields in the first place, and, you know, why not actually use the grass? Yeah, no sense in just sort of ploughing under a perfectly viable crop, as it were. So, yeah, so, you know, we'll do most of this off camera, but like I said, just keep hopping on here and there to give a quick update of the situation and show you the progress and everything. Now, yeah, just leave that a little bit off to the side there. Yeah, most of these little spots will tidy up with the what's it called thing? Oh crikey, I'm getting this reversing thing all kinds of wrong. Yeah, we'll tidy it up with the forage wagon once we get that out here. And depending on how much we actually get from this, we may well, we've got a second sort of piece of grass that we could cut, or third piece of grass I should say, depending on how we're feeling and how much we actually get from these fields here. Just over the back there you can see behind the silos and the trees off in the distance there, we do actually have some more grassland. It's not a great deal, it's maybe about half the width of this, and not quite as long, but it is nonetheless fresh grass. So depending on how much we get off of these two fields, if there is a decent amount of space left in those bunker silos, we may well mow that sort of meadowy area back there. I don't think we'll be ploughing it out into anything else, but you know, if we've got space in the silo, there's no sense in wasting it, since we've got grass we can put in and compact and turn into the old silage there. So yeah, we shall see. But anyway, I shall crack on with this now, and we'll see how far we get, and probably come back once we get the loading wagon out and see how well we are doing with the old yield there. Okay, we are back now. We're just getting some compacting done on the first load of grass, chaff, whatever this stuff is. Yeah, this is the first load that we've got off of the first field now, and we are at 100%. Now, as you can see, it's actually not coming out the front now, which is fantastic. I'd forgotten that I had a small mod. I believe it's part of a like a combo silo pack thing. You can just see the edge of it here. It's this little sort of cow grate catcher thing that runs along the front of the silo. Because this is, it's got its own base plate, you can't see it over the top. But what it does is it actually stops the chaff from pushing its way out of the silo, which is really cool. And I put another one down here as well, and it sort of puts out this concrete sort of pad with decals and stuff on it. Let's hop into build mode quick and have a look at it. It's under silos. Here it is. Yeah, it's part of this like sort of build your own silo pack. It should be on the mod hub somewhere, and it's this part, the silo tipping area thing. When you put it down, it looks like this. You just get that sort of grid that I can't get any closer to show you. But yeah, what I did was I put it just under there. As you can see, it goes just under the front there, and that actually stops anything from coming out, which is really, really handy. So I got one of those under the front of each silo just there. So that means nothing else should be coming out of the front at least. And we've got 42,000 litres of chaff in there now, which is brilliant. So let's go back and get another load. Now, I rather suspect that we are going to have an awful lot of silage from this, because that was the first full load, 42,000, and we've done barely a headland. I want to say we've maybe done one and a tiny bit. I mean, you'll see, whoa dear, that's not supposed to happen. Where's me? There we go, let's raise that up a bit. Yeah, you can see here we basically got one full headland in, and it just started to come down this row a little bit, and which is technically the second headland, I suppose. But yeah, we just got down that far, and we'd already hit 42,000 max capacity again. So let's get rid of that. Yeah, so I have a feeling we are going to get quite a tasty yield off of this, and that's going to be very nice indeed. And obviously I'm packing it down every time I take a load in, mainly just to keep things a little bit, what do you call it, just sort of fairly easy to compact, because otherwise we'll be trying to pack down like 200,000+ litres of grass in one go, and that will take forever. And plus it gives us a fairly smooth little thing to drive up on or next to, or however we go. But yeah, you can see there we're already about halfway around this this go, and yeah, I had a feeling I would. Didn't quite turn in time for that one. But yeah, I mean, we're already just close to 40% now, and obviously it's a smaller headland this time, but yeah, we should still be getting quite a lot of grass, I think. So we are easily going to get 2 full loads, probably 3.5 to 4 trailer loads off of this, I'm thinking. That would be my guess, something around that mark. So yeah, I am indeed quite looking forward to that. That will be a lovely payout when we get that all fermented. and I was looking at the growth chart on our other field over there. In fact, let me just slow down here and pop it up. Where are we? Yep, this is our canola field over here. Growth-wise, it looks like it's only on the 3rd stage, so it may not even be ready tomorrow, which is really going to put a crimp on things in terms of us prepping and redoing the fields. Because, like I said, I do want to get precision farming on, but I don't want to put it on at the expense of that crop, because that is, you know, fully fertilised. It's on 100% good field. I want to say it's like 95% yield for the majority of it, because I didn't roll or mulch anything. So it's going to be a decent sized crop. So I don't want to just plonk precision farming on and suddenly ruin everything that's going on there. You know, just set it back to 0 fertilizer and terrible lime and all that going on stuff. So yeah, we have a bit of an impasse with that, unfortunately. Oh, and we are full again. So let's go get this one taken over. Yeah, we are easily going to get, I would say, probably close to four full loads off this. So yeah, what I'm thinking we may end up doing is buying some sort of cultivating bit of kit and just going with that and starting to get these done. I may even just go over them again with the plough and get them turned around like that. Obviously we'd need to stone pick that then, which is a task in and of itself, but okay, not quite that far back. There we go. Slowly move forwards. Lovely. Okay, get this out of the way. And it's good actually being able to do this without having to worry about the field there. I guess at some point we may shorten the field a little bit. Not entirely too sure. Maybe we'll get a different bunker silo, one that sits further back. That might be another option as well. Let's pop up the thing here. We are at 84,000 litres. What I want to do is not go up that too bad. Yeah, we kind of piled it up quite well here. So we are going to want to try and push that flatten out as much as we can. Luckily we got this roller on the sort of silage compactor thing on the front, which is doing a lovely job for us. Oh yeah, smashing. So yeah, basically we are going to carry on doing this, and I hope that doesn't squeeze any out there, that would be awkward. But yeah, so we'll carry on doing this. We'll pick up as much as we can from the first field that we're working on, and then get the second one done. It's always awkward when it doesn't quite do these bits up here. And yeah, so anyway, yes, we shall carry on. We'll get all of this taken care of and picked up and compacted down, and see where we stand at the end of these two fields. Because I'm rather hoping we are going to have quite the nice bunker load of silage ready to ferment, of course. So yeah, we'll pick it up again in a little bit, because we've all seen plenty of grass work being done. And you see me going back and forth doing this quite a few times now, so yeah, we shall get this done and come back in a little while. Okay, so here we are. We've got that first field over there finished now. We collected just a tiny bit under 4 full loads of grass with the wagon there. We got it all compacted here, ready to be blanketed, and the total we ended up with was 167,015 litres, which is all packed in quite nicely. Now, I did notice that we've got these two little sunken down bits again in the corners. That may be a collision issue where there's things too close or something like that, but it's all filled up and it's not gone down while I've been rolling it. So I'm hoping that this isn't going to cause any problems later on. So we are going to go ahead and blanket this. There we go, lovely, properly done there. And that is now fermenting its merry little heart out. So yeah, now the second field we'll just pop in that one. I mean, we could have probably loaded it on top of this one as well, but I figure we'll get that bunker going for now. And what we are going to do is pop down to the store, because we are going to pick up a new thing for the grass field. And where are we now? There we go. Going to want to drop off the old plough, leave that there, and I'm still not 100% decided yet, because we could get the roller, but that's 30 grand. But the thing is, it goes faster than the weeder thing. So let's have a quick look at our purchasing dilemma. We have, let's see, we got this Dalbo roller mod here, which is 12.3 meters wide and 11 miles an hour and 140 horsepower. But that's not a massive issue, the horsepower. But that's 32 grand. So we could get that. Or we could get this, which costs half the price, is a bit smaller, and only goes 7 miles an hour. So that's going to be a lot more time spent driving on the field. So the more I think about it, the more I'm kind of inclined to get this. You know what? I think we will. We don't need to change the tyres, I don't think, do we? No. I think we're going to give this a try. So let's buy that. Bite the bullet, spend the 32 grand, get a roller. Now, thinking about that, I don't actually need to bring this thing with me. So let me pop this back to the farm, and I shall see you down at the shop momentarily. Okay, here we are, just down at the shop now. Let's pick up this thing and see how it goes. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, now this thing will trundle along at 11 miles an hour, which is almost 50%, well, it's actually slightly over 50% faster than that weeder thing. So I think this is probably the better choice, because, you know, we can certainly pull it at 11 miles an hour. That's not going to be a problem. There is a small chance it will work with a little bit of a fishtail there. There's a small chance it will work fairly well with the class as well if we need to. So we shall give it a go possibly when we're doing the other field. But for now, let's get over here and give it a shot, see what it is about to do. Okay. Is that... oh well, little surprise diddly bits come out there. Lovely. Okay, let's drop it down, and it should reset the grass here. It did. Okay, and it looks like it is giving us a fertilising state. Let's just double check that. Yep, 100% fertilised. Lovely job. Okay, I just need to get a little bit closer to the edge there. There we go, that will do. I don't want to get too much of that. Out of the way, dear. Don't want to get too much of that edge grass if I can avoid it, because, you know, that's kind of our marker of stuff, but that's fine. Yep, so there we go. Knocking the... I think this is knocking... well, I mean, we've just harvested. We've just cut the grass, so this shouldn't be doing any... sort of quote-unquote harm to it, because it is already cut. So that is awesome. And I think that is working very nicely. Now obviously this isn't going to make much of a difference to the what do you call it now, to the yield, in the sense of comparing it to the yield we got last time, because it was 100% fertilised last time as well. But this is going to mean we can save some of the digestate for the rest of the main crops when we start doing those. So yeah, we shall see how it goes. And I'm still pondering what kind of cultivator we're going to get to do those fields. like I say, I may just hit them with the plough again this time, and then maybe stone pick them again, but not 100% sure on that. Obviously we'll have to go over it with the weeder if we do that, because it will be germinating some weeds, but that's okay. Yeah, we can do that, that won't be a problem. But so far this looks like a pretty good purchase. Yeah, it's going to save us on the digestate and get us done with these grass fields pretty quick, I would say. Oh dear. It doesn't lower down as quick as I was expecting it to, though. There is that. So actually what I will check quick is the growth rate. Withered. No. Oh wait, that's because it's grass, isn't it? Duh. Growth rate. Okay, yeah, so it's actually putting it from harvested to a growing stage. So not ready to harvest. Harvested here. Well, that's cool. So who knows, maybe it'll grow a bit quicker then. That would be magnificent, because we can sell it. Or not sell it, but we can cut it again and get it fermenting in the old bunker silo. So yeah, I'm going to carry on doing this, and I think with that we shall call it good for the day. And yeah, we got a little bit of stuff done. We're still waiting on that field to harvest. I'll get this the other grass field done off camera, get that poked in there, and all properly dealt with in the bunker silo. And yeah, we'll be good. Hopefully next time we'll get some harvesting or some cultivating or something on the go. So yeah, if you've enjoyed whatever this was, then please give us a like, and hit the old subscribe button too there if you haven't already. And comments are always welcomed, and if you would like to share this video, that would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, on that note, I shall bid you all farewell, and hopefully we'll see you next time as we continue on with the No Tractor Challenge. Cheerio everyone.